Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Magical Makeup with Christy and Lena.
I'm very excited to be included in the name, not gonna lie. Because this is actually really new.
That is like the third time I've done that.
And it makes me smile every time.
Oh, you know how I ordered my prosthetic for a look that I'm going to be doing?
Yes.
I didn't want to say it out loud because I swear every time I say it out loud, somebody else does it.
I know.
So I bought my prosthetic, and I've already got the wig because I used it once already for a different look.
Yep.
When I bought my prosthetic, I haven't gotten it yet. It shipped a couple of days ago, but I also had to buy non-latex glue because my allergy. It came yesterday, and I bought some new liquid eyeliner pens, and I got a ton of these. And I'm excited about these because you remember these, right? And I said that they kind of go on thick.
Yep.
These do not. So I got those.
Okay.
And I bought new brushes, but I'm not going to use them for this makeup. I'm going to use my usual brushes for this makeup just because when I get new brushes, they're so pretty.
I know.
I don't want to mess them up. Well, I bought new brushes twice because I got these too recently.
So I got an email. Christy does this too. Buzz Agent, the company Buzz Agent. You can sign up for an account, and you are able to sign up to review products. And one of the products, I clicked fitness a while ago. As you get 4 categories that you can choose, like out of all these top that you like want to focus on. And about 2 weeks ago, I literally, sorry, I hope that didn't come through in the video. I literally just said a word and spit all over my computer.
I didn't see it.
There was a running shoe, and I went ahead and applied for it. You literally apply for everything because you literally never know when you're going to get selected for something. And I went into this going, there is no way they are picking the 200 plus pound person for a running shoe.
Well, they don't go and look to see who's.
Well, I have all of my socials connected, and I have my weight loss social. Last time I did, not this one, but the one before it, I added my weight loss socials into it. And I got an email. I saw it early this morning, but it came in last night that I was selected for an ultra running buzz campaign. And these were tennis shoes. And I looked up the brand and the type of shoe that they're sending. And the shoe retails for like $170.
What brand is it?
Ultra.
I haven't used those before.
It says that it's scheduled to be shipped within the next 1 to 3 weeks. And once it ships, they will send shipping tracking number and instructions on how to complete, where to complete, and post your review. So I'll be posting those reviews, and I will also wear them. I'll wear them to work because, I mean, what better way to test them out than where you work 10,000 plus steps a day? Mm-hmm. And I will also put a review on my weight loss channel.
I need to change my preferences because they always send me the same stuff, like a face cream, which is fine because, I mean, that makes sense for me.
Right.
But then sometimes they'll send me, like, tomatoes. And yesterday I got tampons. So I'm like, I think I need to change my preferences. Why are you sending me tampons? How am I supposed to review these on social media? And I forgot one of my brushes and my lashes, so I'll be right back.
Hello, Christine Hickman. Welcome in. Glad that you are hanging out with us tonight. So I'm super excited. And I was like, I don't understand why they picked me to like review running shoes. I'm not athletic. I am like, yeah, I've lost a lot of weight, but I'm not athletic. And Sam's like, well, here's the thing. The big like influencers, like, so it's almost sometimes oh, this was a great shoe. I really liked it. Thank you so much for sending it to me every time. And, you know, they want a different perspective. I'm like, nah. And I did have to select what my occupation was. And I put an educator. And then they asked what kind, like where in education I work. So Sam's like, I'm like, maybe it's because I work in education. And they're like, hey, you know, this person is on their feet all day. So I'm super excited and I'm super grateful. Like, I cannot wait for these shoes to come in. And 1 to 3 weeks, you know, so if I figure, I'm not counting this week at all. So if I figure 1, 2, 3, I should have them by like the week before Thanksgiving. And I hope that they fit and wear really nice, because that will give me a secondary pair of tennis shoes, not only for work, but to take on vacation.
So I think what they do specifically is they look for smaller people, you know, people like smaller Instagrammers, whatever, because they have a higher engagement rate. They actually engage with their followers.
Yeah.
Whereas the bigger ones are just so big they can't engage anymore.
Right.
And I think that's why they look for the smaller ones. Plus, a lot of the bigger ones now are saying, I will charge you this much.
Literally, they're paying me $170 to try shoes.
Yeah.
Because you just saved me $170 on shoes. So, I mean.
Now, I know I was like saying I need to change my preferences because of blah, blah, blah. But also, I have received some really nice creams that cost like $100 and something. So I'm not complaining at all.
So if you've never heard of Buzz Agent, what it is, it's literally a company who works with name brand companies. You guys may remember I got makeup brushes to review from Mada last year. And I'm going, why are they sending these to me and not Christy? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I'm like, I want them.
Because they sent me like 4 big packages of them, and I had to use them all because I had like to review each one. But like they work with that. Maybe they work with. I'm just pulling things off of my desk. Clean and Clear, or Celsius, or Gatorade, or Torani, or McDonald's, and they send you either a product, or a coupon or gift card to go purchase a product, and then you have like to review at certain places. Like I got a makeup one this morning that I applied for. And like I said, I applied for all of them. Even if at the end I say I would try this, because there's a question, there's an answer that says like I would try this product, but I'm not a fan of this product, or I'm not a fan of this product, or I wouldn't normally use this product, or something like that. I
thought it was that are you willing to post on social media?
That's right, but that's a question before, like, when you, at least mine lately, like with the running shoe one, there was different colors for women's, different colors for men. Then there was a box to check that says I'm interested but not. It was like something about reviewing it. Like, I'm interested, but I really wouldn't leave a review, or something. Like, it has to, like, you really just can't click. You have to read everything.
Yeah.
But I will, if it's something that interests me. And I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I would do that. Or like, I would try that. Or like, I think there was a lipstick one the other day that you also have to be a Sephora Beauty Insider. Well, and that's free to sign up for.
Yeah.
Because you have to leave a review on Sephora's site. There was one the other day with that where you had to agree to leave a review on Sephora and on Amazon. So if you're not willing to do it, don't sign up for it. Because if you don't complete like the surveys within like by a certain date, you won't get any more.
Yeah.
So there was a Fitbit one about a month ago that I applied for.
I got some sort of Fit thing a while back ago. Fit tracker. It's still sitting over here. I mean, I used it and I did my review, but I haven't used it since.
And see, sometimes that happens, I think, where you get something and you try it or use it and review it, and then like you have this item. But then I know a lot of people probably either resell them. And it's like, hey, I have this Fit tracker and I've only used it for like a week and I really don't like it. You know, I can't take it back. Well, you can't take it back because you were gifted it in the first place.
I usually offer stuff up to my sister.
Like for the tampons, you probably offer them to your sister or donate them to like a school or something.
I use the tampons.
Oh, well, there you
go. I do still have my periods.
See? You did need the tampons after all.
I haven't used them yet. They're sitting in there. They're the brand I use, but they came out with a new, because I usually use plastic. The brand I use has plastic applicators, but this is a new applicator that's cardboard.
Huh.
And I've used cardboard ones before and hated them, so we're going to see how that goes.
Have you seen that Ulta has a new Disney collection?
Mm-mm. What is it?
I haven't seen it. I've just read about it on TikTok. I need to go check it out.
All right. Oh, hand itches. Oh, yeah. I said I was going to do transitions. Ha!
She remembered without me having to remind her.
We'll see if I keep remembering. But I remembered at just the right time.
Good.
Text message. Oh, yeah. See, probably dim.
One o'clock? Wallow in self-pity?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Christy's wallowing in self-pity.
Yep. Come on. I don't like where that sits. So let's do this. Oh, right there's good. Get close.
On the clock, swallow with self-pity.
Do I want to talk or just turn my face?
Whatever you think.
Need it up higher. Do I have something to prop it up on? Ah, yes, this. Yeah. That's a little higher.
On the clock, swallow with self-pity. 5 o'clock. On the clock, swallow with self-pity. 5. On the clock, swallow with self-pity. On the clock, swallow with self-pity.
No, I think that will talk.
On the clock, swallow with self-pity. 5 o'clock. On the clock, swallow with self-pity. 5. On the clock, swallow with self-pity. 5.
All right, that one's good. I'm going to do a couple more.
What's this? Okay, I like it. Picasso. Yeah, that way.
Not that one. I'm going to mute me for that one.
Okay.
I'm stylish. Black top, 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 black top.
I think I'll just do those two. I don't need a bunch of transition ones with the same look.
Okay.
Okay. Now, let's begin with what? I don't know. What color do we want to do? Black or white?
Green.
I gave you an option of 2 choices, not a Christmas color.
Fine. White. Because I can color green on it.
You're so funny.
She only brings me for the entertainment value.
I have said when you're like not here, I'm like, I know I'm boring when Luna's not here.
Oh, so you bring me for the views. Got it.
My God, it's so boring when Lena's not here to talk with me.
So I have one of my friends at work. Once you if you're on TikTok, you'll understand. Once you've hearted something, it starts showing up in your FYP. And so I work at a school and I get a lot of FYP stuff about teachers and coworkers and that kind of thing. And I sent off a couple to one of the girls I work with and she goes, what? Does your phone listen to you all day or something? Because your phone is spot on of how our day goes 90% of the time. And I'm like, well, yeah, I think it does.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Because we'll talk about something on here, or you will talk about something that, relates to you. And then it will show up on, my phone. And I'm like, okay, so my phone's listening to Lena.
That's because it thinks I'm smart. Okay. I think I need this, and I don't think I'll be tracking points that day. Wendy's is bringing out a peppermint frosty.
Wow.
So that's happening. Oh, it's going to replace. they are trying limited edition flavors. So currently right now, the limited edition is a strawberry. And this one is supposed to replace it starting November 15th.
Replace the strawberry they've got right now. I saw the strawberry.
So, like, that, it doesn't sound horrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of people in the comments of this person are like, no, a lot of people are like, no, that's going to taste so gross. I'm like, it's like peppermint soft serve. Like, what's wrong with you?
Well, I'm not a fan of peppermint, but I know a lot of people love it. I've never really been a fan of peppermint, though. I don't even like spearmint. I will use spearmint, because I gotta brush my teeth. I gotta brush my teeth, so I gotta have spearmint.
Right? Get kids' toothpaste. They don't taste like bubble gum.
Oh, gross. No, thank you. I definitely prefer spearmint over that. Not peppermint, though.
So, on my niece is subscribed to our main channel, and I've known that because she's sometimes jumped in lives and stuff before. But then Ben, you guys know I have a separate channel and Instagram for my weight loss stuff. Well, now, and I sometimes post some, like, I'm not going to say inappropriate because they're not. But, like, maybe I'm feeling down about how I look that day or something. And then I realized that my niece is following that page as well. And I went, okay. My niece is chunkier. Love her dearly because she's a lot like her aunt. And so on the one side, like, I went, I don't think you need to be following this account. But on the flip side of it, like, it makes me stop and think about what I'm posting about myself before I post it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want her to, like, have the negative thoughts about herself.
Right.
I want to say you're too young for Instagram, but she's in high school, so.
Yeah, you just have to be 13.
And, like, Aunt Lena can't protect you from the world forever, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I'm a little sad. And I just thought about it because it popped up on my FYP on TikTok. One of the first graders today comes up to me and goes, Miss Lena, and you're probably going, well, why doesn't he call you Mrs. Hall? Well, here's the thing. There is already a teacher named Mrs. Hall. In fact, she was my second grade teacher. She still teaches second grade all these years later. Today was Bright Colors Day, and we actually matched, which was really funny. Not on purpose, but we ended up matching. He goes, Miss Lena, and I said, what? He goes, do you believe in Santa?
Aw.
And I'm like, yes. Of course I believe in Santa. Why wouldn't I believe in Santa? Well, one of the fifth graders told me Santa wasn't real. And I want to know if Santa's real. And he looked at me like he was about to just burst into tears. And I said, well, answer me this. Do you get surprises on Christmas morning that aren't from mom and dad? Yeah. I go, where else do those show up from? He goes, you're right. I go, you want to know what happens to kids who don't believe in Santa? He goes, what? I go, they get socks. And he just kind of looked at me and I go, does Miss Lena wear socks very often? He goes, only when you wear tennis shoes to school. I said, how often does Miss Lena wear sandals to school? He goes, almost all the time. I go, it's because Santa doesn't bring me socks. And we have a happy first grader again.
I liked how you answered that, because you can't say Santa's real and you can't say Santa's fake to the student.
And so I went to and I know the 5th grade teachers because I worked down in that hallway last year, and I let the teacher know what was going on. And middle of the morning, there was a knock at the classroom door for the 1st grade. And here's this 5th grader with a note that says, I need to talk to X student. I'm like, okay. And so I got him. He's like, you have to be there too, Miss Lean. And I said, oh, okay. He had to write an apology note to the 1st grader.
Aw.
I'm like, and I go, okay, go back. And I go, you don't have to be cruel. I said, you really devastated him. He's like, well, he needs to grow up. And I go, are you going to tell that to Miss Lena? I believe in Santa. I don't get socks for Christmas. Just kind of looked at me and went, I got socks last year. And I go, well,
there you go.
Like, there you go. But I'm like, go be nasty to someone else, not one of my little 1st graders.
Yeah.
They may not be mine, but Miss Lena protects her babies.
Get on out of here with your nonsense.
Right.
I feel like right now it just looks like a clown.
It looks weird. It doesn't look like Christmas. Wah! Wah! So, for anybody watching, Friday, there's no school. It's parent-teacher conferences, and so this week. And so Friday is a comp day for teachers because the teachers are like there until like 8 o'clock at night. And so they get Friday off. And so guess who else is off on Friday?
Me? No. Yes, me.
Christy's off. So originally I had a coffee corner scheduled. But it has changed. Christy's going to do makeup. Right here. This one right here. She's going to do a Christmas look. This one right here. This is Christy right here.
Mm-hmm.
And so we don't know a time yet. So, but be watching and we will let you know.
Not 7 o'clock in the morning.
No, because hopefully Lena will either be asleep or have knocked herself out with a hammer to go back to sleep at 7 a.m. I have to be awake until at least 5:33, and then I can go back to sleep. Because I'm awake normally 5 days a week at 4:45 in the morning, and so I started my birth control at 5:33 in the morning. So now every morning at 5:33, my alarm for my birth control goes off. So I have to at least stay awake once Sam leaves for work until like 5:35. That's walking in, taking the birth control, getting a drink of water, and going back to bed.
You need to gradually change that to later.
Well, like, I want to be able to make sure and take it while I'm at, like, the time frame that I'm home. And during the work week, I'm awake. So, and when we go on vacation, I have to account for that time change. So, like, 5:33 will become 6:33. In fact, I think my alarm is going to end up going off on the plane.
Excuse me, can I get some water? I've got to take my meds.
I always buy a big bottle of water and take on the plane with me anyway.
Yep, because you can't take water with you to the airport, but you can buy it once you get there.
Oh, nope. Our flight leaves at 5:50. So we'll probably be able to I'll probably be boarded or boarding before my alarm goes off. So did Duncan ever respond to your video?
Nope.
Did they ever contact you back?
Nope.
I'm sorry.
They don't care.
Which is super sad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so right before we went live, I just filmed a quick little clip with that. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Just that little clip. And I put when every line in your bank or when your bank account shows Disney and Universal, and the caption I put was always planning another trip. And it's had so we've been live 30 minutes, and I probably did it like 5 minutes before that. So maybe 35 minutes ago, it's already got 233 views.
TikTok or Insta?
TikTok.
Nice.
And like in like the first half an hour. Like I'm used to seeing that a couple days later, not 30 minutes later.
Right.
But it is a pretty like trending clip. There was a funny one this morning, and it was the mom's taken streamers and balloons and taped them to the fan and turned them on. And she's like, how long do I let my toddler do this? And someone has stitched it and said, well, I'm at an hour with my husband. So, because she just taped balloons to it and her husband's chasing them in a circle. And she's like, honey, it's been an hour. You haven't caught it. How much longer are you going to do this? He's like, I don't know. I'm kind of out of shape, but I think I'll get it eventually. And she's like, honey, you're 30. And I'm like, this guy's 30? He looks like 15.
15.
that sounds pretty good. Somebody took and made manwich, but they mixed it with cooked pasta, put it in a dish, covered it in cheese, and baked it.
Nice.
Like, we love manwich, but sometimes like it can get kind of boring. So I'm like, that's a really nice take on it. My guess is it's something they're like, oh, let's have manwich, and they make it and then realize that they don't have bread. And be like, oh, well, we could boil some noodles.
Yeah.
Christine says, I drink fresh lemons and water and a pinch of cinnamon.
I wonder what that tastes like.
Are you remembering to do your transitions, Christy?
Yes and no. I remembered a second ago. And I was like, I don't know that I'm ready to yet.
Okay. One of the teachers was like, oh my gosh, somebody just saw a bear in their front yard. And like, this was at lunch. And there's like I eat lunch during K1 too. Because the second grade teachers eat during that time for some reason instead of during their time. I don't know. But the second grade teachers were in there eating. Granted, there was leftover Subway sandwiches in the workroom from teacher conference last night, but it was all like the roast beef. But anyway, and we're all like, wait, what? There's a bear in somebody's yard here in town? And she's like, no, in Colorado. And we're like, seriously, the way you said that is like, do we call the police? Like, what is happening? Then we were in the middle of math. And so math runs from 1:20 to 2:10 on Monday through Thursday. All of a sudden, the tornado siren goes off. And it's like 1:30. And I looked at the teacher looked at me, and we're like, what's going on? We're looking out the window. Like, she's up here and I'm kind of squatted down below and like looking out at the clear blue sky. We're like, okay. Like, the sirens aren't going off in the school, it's outside. And so we're like, do we go? Do we not? What's going on? So we just go back to math. And about 10 minutes later, and they go off again. And Denise and I kind of look at each other. And we literally both walk to the door and open it. And the other first grade teachers are like, what is going on? And we're like, do we go across the street? Because across the street is the Sports and Aquatic Center, and there is a storm shelter. And if we have enough notice, we walk the whole school across the street there. Otherwise, we shelter in the school. And we're like, it doesn't look like no one else is doing anything. Okay, so we all go back into our classrooms. Seriously, 10 minutes later at 1:50, they go off for a third time. So at this point, Denise is like, I'm calling the office because, like, is this a drill no one told us about? Like, what is going on? Well, apparently there was a siren close to the school that started malfunctioning. And, I guess an email went out to the teachers that said, you guys should have treated this as an actual tornado drill and taken the students across the street. It's like, well, you could have, after the first one, you could have sent an all call and said, hey, let's go. Like, when we're confused.
I mean, you have an intercom system, all students.
Right? Like, they didn't set off the ones for the classroom. If they had set off the ones for the classroom, then we would have actually done it. But we're sitting here like, there was no email that went out. Like, we're going, what do we do? We're real great in an emergency situation. We're going to go back to learning now. Sorry. Well, this happened a week or so ago, because if it had been Monday, anytime between 11 and 1, like, we wouldn't have thought anything about it, because Mondays is when they test the sirens anyway.
Sorry.
So, but like, here's the thing: if a tornado siren goes off on a Monday between 11 and 1, the whole town's ignoring it. Kind of like we did today on a Thursday. Your kids are safe with us, I promise. But like, everyone's like going, "What do we do? Like, what's going on?" Bless you.
I just don't have a good layout to do, like a good setup to do transitions like that. It's hard. It's hard.
Oh my gosh, Walmart has Grinch Hershey Kisses. You know, they're regular Hershey Kisses wrapped in a Grinch foil, but nonetheless, I need them.
So I thought you said French. I was like, what's that mean?
They're caramel chocolate and raspberry. Anything sounds healthy with the right description. Fresh poultry cuts smothered with wheat flour and boiled in olive juice. That's called fried chicken.
That's funny.
It looks like Christmas flavor of Sprite is out.
What's
the
that flavoring?
Cranberry Sprite.
Oh.
It's so good. I hope they used to have it in diet as well. I'm hoping they still do.
That's what I was about to ask.
They used to. Or Sprite Zero, I guess would be what it would be now. Hopefully they still have it.
This is driving me nuts. How many times am I going to take it off?
45,000.
Oh, this is the second time.
45,402.
It wasn't going on smooth. It's all clumpy. We don't want clumpy.
No clumpy. Oh, excuse me.
All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to. Where'd it go? Thought that would have a sharpener in it. It does not. Did you know that a lot of eyeliners have sharpeners in the bottom of their like?
I learned that from TikTok.
Well, that one doesn't either.
Did you learn it from TikTok?
I have no idea. I say that, but I'm not finding any with sharpeners.
Yeah.
Come on, people. A lot. Maybe that. What's this thing? Maybe this one will do what I want it to do. I'm just gonna say F it and color the whole thing white, draw it in black, and go from there.
Okay.
I feel like that method might work better.
Oh my gracious.
That.
I guess one of the I saw that like an email went out. Oh, such and such teacher had got a sub today, and I was like, oh, okay, must when there's not a whole lot of subs for anymore anyway. So they always let everyone know, hey, we're on subs or whatever. And I overheard a couple of the other teachers talking, and they're like, oh yeah, she was in the bathroom, and all of a sudden we heard her start throwing up, and she was on the toilet and throwing up at the same time.
Oh no! The teacher, I'm assuming.
Yes. So they're out for a few days.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Like, I hope they made it home okay.
Yeah.
That's one of those, you're cautiously optimistic. But I'm like, oh, been there. And that could be anything from a stomach bug to food poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
But the custodians made sure to very much disinfect the staff bathroom and their classroom.
That's good.
We're all like, thank you.
Yeah.
Cold brew apparently isn't cutting it anymore. I need whatever Bluey starts his morning with.
Who?
Bluey, it's a cartoon for kids.
Oh.
Not quite as annoying as Caillou, but up there.
I don't know who that is either.
I'm Caillou. Your kids may have not watched it.
They watch Blue's Clues.
If you knew, you didn't have to deal with Caillou. Like, he's always whining. Like, Mom, but I want to do this, Mom, but Mom.
Watched that Peppa Pig. That one was annoying.
Yes.
It's like the British version of what you just explained.
And SeaWorld built a Peppa Pig theme park down in Florida. So we've got about a month until Christmas, till winter concerts. And we, our music teacher's been out all week because her son's been real sick. And so she was gone towards the end of the year for spring concert last school year because she fell and broke her foot, and she was restricted to bed for like 3 months. So that particular teacher who came in and subbed, and I know her, and we were working with the first graders, and they're like, we're going to be we're separated on the stage. That's so cool. I'm like, no. So we started just having them come up and leaving a little bit of stage. Hey, kicking out with Melly Mel. Welcome in.
Hey, Mel.
And they're doing the reindeer hokey pokey. And we're like, remember, you guys, you can't like physically turn around on the risers. You have to make sure and just kind of half turn. They're like, well, what would happen if we turned around on the riser? So I took one for the team and I climbed up on a chair and did the reindeer hokey pokey on a chair.
Oh, no.
And I about fell off. And I'm like,
did anybody film it?
No.
I want to watch.
No, nobody filmed that. And we're like, see, you have to be real careful. That's why we tell you can half turn and then shake your reindeer tail. And it was an experience.
All right, this is going a little bit better. How many times will Christy remove her makeup?
I
think I'm more satisfied with that one.
Okay.
I'm just getting so frustrated.
I could tell.
So you're practicing reindeer stuff and it's not even November yet?
Well, they only have 25 minutes of music 5 days a week. And Christmas concert are the first couple weeks of December. So
it's been bothering me that, like, normally now I get retail, like commercials and stuff like that, and retailers have all the Christmas stuff, and they're talking Christmas stuff out in like August. But it's been bothering me that I feel like they just completely disregarded Halloween movies and jumped straight to Christmas movies.
Like the TV?
Yeah. And then, like, people are put up their Christmas decorations. Like, I was at Dollywood this weekend, and they were already putting up Christmas decorations in the park. And I'm like, you still have your Halloween decorations out.
The end of September.
The Christmas Zoo lights started the end of September here, and Island of Adventure at Universal's already decorated for Christmas.
Well, I mean, Whoville's always decorated for Christmas. It just drives me nuts. I mean, wait for Christmas till November 1st, like most humans.
Well, even like Silver Dollar City, starts theirs, I mean, I get it's a theme park, but beginning in November.
I'm fine with the beginning of November. Don't skip over my Halloween, man. You'll have your Christmas tree up November 1st, won't you?
We're not putting up our tree this year.
Why not?
Because we leave so early for vacation.
Gotcha.
Nope, you're not putting it up this year. I know, kind of strange for us, huh?
Yeah. Discounts came out today.
For
the February time frame at Disney.
Oh, did you get one?
Nope, because when I tried to do it online, it wouldn't let me. I called in, and they were like, it looks like we don't have anything available for French Quarter, but we do for Riverside. Do you want to switch? I was like, no, I don't.
I saw that there was like a $20 off per night.
They have a up to 100 off for like the
right, and that's like the deluxes. So I compared like between the 20% for Disney Plus subscribers and then the $20 off per night, and I think the $20 off per night is more expensive by like $300.
I'm not Disney Plus, so I don't get that discount. I also don't have a Disney credit card, so I don't get the credit card discount one either.
Somebody said in our MEV agent group, Christine says they are getting their Christmas ready for a November 1st decorating.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Somebody said they were able to save their client almost $3,000 on their trip with their Visa gift card promotion.
Yeah, so I have me and my sister booked for mine, and she said that I could save $300 if I used the Disney Visa card, but I would have to pay a deposit with the Visa gift card or Visa credit card or oh my gosh, I can't even speak.
The Disney Visa?
Yes, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
Well, see, here's the thing. You have to make the deposit with the Disney Visa.
Right.
So this gal that this other lady had, she had already made the deposit on another room. So they booked it, made the deposit, and then called Disney and had them transfer that payment over to the new reservation.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Excuse me. But like $3,000 is a pretty decent chunk of change.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I need to do my transition.
Yes, you do.
Thought you were going to remind me.
I did last time.
So that's the last one for this one before it's completed.
Wallow in self-pity. 5 o'clock, solve world hunger. 1 o'clock, wallow in self-pity. 5. Hell, no one. 5:30, jazzercise. Hell, no one. 5:30. Hell, no one. Hell, no one. 1 o'clock, wallow in self-pity.
How many more do I have of that one?
1 o'clock, wallow in self. 5:30, jazzercise. 6:30, dinner with me. I can't cancel that again. 7 o'clock, wrestle with myself. Loading. I'm booked.
I need to turn this heater off. I don't know why it's that. Woo, it's hot.
You've been working on it for an hour now.
Yeah, I redid it twice.
I know.
All the frustration.
I'm just saying you're like zoned out. It's great. So did I tell you that we booked breakfast with the Grinch at Universal?
You did.
And we're
I
pretty.
take lots of pictures.
We will. And what Sam and I decided to do, and by doing this, literally we'll have so much content, is all of the dining is going to be its own separate videos. So like we'll say, yeah, we're having breakfast here at Today Cafe. Make sure and check out our Today Cafe video, the next video for our dining review. And like we'll put in a couple pictures, but then like we'll vlog about the food and stuff in a separate video. And I know people are like, well, why don't you just leave it all in one video?
That's a whole lot, though, in one
But
video. For all the
it's
dining.
a lot in one video. And two, as a travel agent, if I'm trying to direct a client to a specific video about the Grinch breakfast, about the Today Cafe, or maybe food allergies at a certain restaurant or something like that, there's like a 25-minute video. of like a vlog, a day at the park, and with like 30 seconds to maybe a minute about a particular restaurant. There's nothing about the food, just a couple pictures, or yeah, we ate at Today Cafe and it was really good, and we had the breakfast quiche, and that's all. That's like it. And you're like, how is this supposed to help me?
Right.
So we're going to do dining reviews, and like there'll be pictures and stuff because it's hard to video in a restaurant. But when we get back, we will make sure to like do each of the restaurants and vlog. You know, obviously, like the Breakfast with Santa and Breakfast with the Grinch. We will do more vlogging of that experience. But literally, I think our vlogs start in January, and the last one, as of right now, without any ride POVs, ends in September.
Huh.
Now, will we make all of these dining review videos? To be determined, but they are accounted for in the where does our vlogs end up process.
I always end up doing a whole lot less content than I intended to do when I go.
Agreed. I try to pre-make my thumbnails though, so I have an idea of what I want to create while I'm there.
Yeah. Christine asked if you are going to any City Walk restaurants.
Yes, we are doing City Walk dining. We are doing almost all of them. Not all of them, I guess. We have Anahitos, which we ate there last December, and it was so good. Their tableside guac is amazing. We're doing Pat O'Brien's, which is like Creole Cajun, and we are. I did Margaritaville in 2020 in my progressive dining. And I didn't really care for it, but we're going to give it another shot. So we have a reservation at Margaritaville.
I feel like that Margaritaville, because of its location, is overpriced compared to others.
Agreed. And then we have a reservation at Finnegan's, which is inside of Universal. We have a reservation for our anniversary at Mamadella's, which is an Italian restaurant at Portofino Bay. And we have 2 reservations at the Islands Dining Room at Lowe's Royal Pacific, but one is breakfast and one is dinner, and they're both the breakfast is a buffet and it's $30 per person, which is really good. And then we also have an acoustic brunch on New Year's Day at the kitchen at the Hard Rock.
I've eaten at Cowfish, and I actually really like it. And then, of course, my favorite is Toothsome's Chocolate Factory.
We probably will pick up some desserts at Toothsome's and at Voodoo, but only so many days.
Yeah. And if she didn't tell you guys, she changed up her reservations to be heavily at Universal because of Disney's price increases, because it's gotten ridiculous.
We had, if it had been for the fact that a majority of our Disney trip was paid for on Disney gift cards, we probably would have moved our full trip to Universal. Because at this point, it's just pricing people out, and I don't even think Walt would be happy, or Roy, who was like he was the QuickBooks. He wouldn't be happy with it. So we are, and we know that our money is like a drop in the bucket, but eventually, if all those little drops stop making drops into the bucket, maybe it'll make a difference. But I mean, there's always going to be someone going on their first trip, or always someone going. I mean, we're giving them about $4,000 for the time frame that we're going to be there. So, and that's not including dining. So, But yeah, so we're pretty excited.
And they're definitely getting ridiculous with pricing.
Yeah. My Christmas gift from Sam in 2019 was a Disney annual pass. Well, you guys obviously know what happened in 2020, and we sold it back. So pretty much essentially on my end for my ticket, when we went in 2019, my ticket was free because even though we paid in Disney gift cards, they issued us all checks for our annual passes. So that was kind of nice. And Christine says we ate at Bubba Gump. It was good. Yeah, I know a lot of people really like Bubba Gump.
I've eaten there, but not at the one in Universal. I ate the one in Gatlinburg. It's okay.
So we talked about it, and we ran numbers, and we talked some more and ran more numbers and talked a little bit more, and we're like, do we do it? Do we not? Like, what do we do? And it kind of, the conversation was, it's the more things cost, the less magical it seems. And like, don't get me wrong, I understand that Disney is a business, but you can only keep raising the prices so long before people are going to buckle and say, and I think I used the term, like, we drew a line in the sand and we said, we're not going to cross this line. And like, Disney has pushed us to the line.
Yep.
And we're like, fine, we're not crossing this line. We're not. We just won't.
They'll see it eventually. They'll start hitting their pocket eventually. When? I don't know, but eventually.
Yeah, like it may not be this year, it may not be next year, it may not be in the next 5 years, but I know that they always are saying stuff about the annual pass holders, about how they don't give them enough money, and thinking, have you priced an annual pass at Disney lately? When you could get them. Sam and I have Universal annual passes. What I like about that is that you can add them to a package. So as soon as we get there, our annual passes are paid off. Like, we don't have to worry about upgrading or anything when we get there. Like, we can add them to our package. And I hope that if Disney eventually brings back annual passes, that it's something that they would consider putting in a package, even if it makes it non-commission, like the ticket portion non-commissionable for travel agents. I hope that I hope that would be like an option, or like that an agent would be able to get the ticket commission of a 10-day, water parks and more ticket, the highest that you could get as part of a package.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can, on the Universal side, I can add a 3-park premier annual pass to a package and get commission on it, as long as I booked it through VAX, which is VAX is Vacation Access, which is what we use to book Universal.
Now, I will say, when I was talking to the Disney team today, the lady I was talking to, oh, I loved her. She's like, I'm so sorry you can't, like, what do you want me to do? Can I switch you to a different hotel so you can get this? And I was like, no. I want to go to where I'm going. But she was great. She was willing to like jump through hoops to try to get me the discount.
That's awesome.
And I was like, no. And I asked her if calls had been real bad today. And she's like, yeah, I mean, they've increased, obviously, but it's been fine. Everybody's been nice. And I was like, I think that has a lot to do with you. If you're nice, if you sound eager to assist rather than just going through the motions and saying, yeah, how can I help you, blah, blah, blah. people are much kinder. She's like, you make a point, good point there. She's like, I love my job. I love talking to people. I'm sure there are people that do not. Because I have talked to agents before that have not been as polite.
Yeah, agreed. Or they act like, you calling is like taking up time out of their day.
Yeah, from them playing on Instagram and watching YouTube videos. I'm just making that, I'm just saying that. I don't know if people actually do that. Maybe I should have should have done the Christmas because this one's been a pain in my butt.
See?
Don't you see me?
See? Yeah. So yeah, we're pretty excited. And then like this time, like it's gonna be a completely different experience for me. Like I don't have to ask for like a side seat because I need a little extra space.
Oh yeah.
So don't think you're getting me on Rip Ride Rocket though.
Don't think what?
Sam keeps wanting me to get on Rip Ride Rocket, which is a big roller coaster at Universal.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Not happening.
Why not?
I hate roller coasters like that. Give me the Mummy any day of the week.
The Mummy, but no Rip Ride Rocket.
Exactly. I'm tired.
I thought I had white eyeshadow in here, but I don't.
I'm kind of surprised.
Well, I brought the palette that has the white, but the white's all gone.
Oh. Okay.
Surely one of these has a pencil sharpener in the bottom.
So what do you got left, Miss Christy?
Not much. I just got to get this white taken care of and do just a tiny bit of shading on the outside and draw a red line, and we're good. So not a whole lot left. I'm trying to find a pencil sharpener so I can sharpen this. Or I'm going to have to go to my room and grab one. It might be quicker to just do that.
Okay.
Quicker to do that. I'll be right back.
Okay. So you guys are stuck with me until Christy gets back. Oh, I drank a Celsius earlier, and I was going, oh man, I'm going to be so awake, because it's got a little bit of that like energy to it. No, I think it made me sleepy. So I'm like, oh, okay. I can't stop. Oh my goodness. Probably after when Chrissy's done and I crash. I'll crash hard. I am super excited to try Margaritaville again. Hopefully I have a better experience this time. Sam and I have talked about doing a progressive dinner again. And if you don't know what a progressive dinner is, it's where like you would start with like either drinks or an appetizer at one restaurant, and you'd go have your main meal at a second restaurant, and then you'd get your dessert at a third restaurant. And it's a lot of fun. It's a great way to like try different places. And typically when it comes to spaces for like two people, there's never hardly like a long wait. So even if we didn't have reservations, we could probably get in fairly easily, especially like for lunch. I think you could get in a lot easier at lunch to do something like that than you could for dinner.
Instead of getting a pencil sharpener, well, I got that too. I just got a palette that had white eyeshadow.
Okay.
Really needed. Like eyeliners have freaking pencil sharpeners in them, and then none of mine do. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this brush, pat it off, pull in my black.
Okay, so I think I asked you, what all do you have left to do?
Not much.
Okay.
Don't use the brush. Oh, yeah. Okay.
on Friday, hopefully I'm more awake.
It'll be earlier in the day.
Mm-hmm. I won't have been at work all day.
Yeah, same.
Oh, we need a yawn counter. How many times has Lena yawned during this stream?
Go back and count.
Christy would too, and she'd be like, "Can you find in the description? You'll find. Can you find all 425 of Lena's yawns?" If Caitlin were on, she'd literally make a video of my yawns.
She would actually go back and track them.
She would. Like, I can look and see how, like, utterly exhausted I look. I think I'm starting to catch another round of, like, a cold or something.
Don't do that.
I don't want to, trust me. Just got over that.
Let's see. Oh, eyeliner?
Kids have lots of germs.
Let's do it.
And there's always something new. I swear. Like, you go, oh, it's the cold. Yeah, what version of the cold? Are we talking version 1 or version 25,000.2?
Mm-hmm.
And I eat fairly well. I mean, you know, I think to have lost 80 pounds in, you know, 9 months, you know, you have to have. And I take a multivitamin, like, right now I'm taking these Equate women's multivitamin, and I take 3 of them a day. And the serving is two, and I take 3. And, you know, I take vitamin C drops, and, you know, so I do and I wash my hands and wash them some more. But, you know, I think there's just no way to escape it when you work at a school.
Oh, yeah. No way.
There's absolutely no way to not physically avoid getting sick.
Yeah.
And I can't remember was it before we went live or after we went live? I was talking about the teacher at school. That may have been after we were live.
I don't know. I don't remember.
It's been an hour and a half. But it was like, hopefully, like, none of the rest of us get that, because there's not enough subs. It's not the Rona. She'd probably prefer the Rona. You know, but
oh, it was so random. Last night or yesterday morning, I was just sitting here working, and all of a sudden I'm like, and I felt perfectly fine. I just ran to the bathroom, upchucked, and then came back to my desk and was fine. I was like, where the heck did that come from?
Odd.
I know. It was just very, very random.
Here we go again. Again. But yeah, I think there's just no, like, bar putting each of the kids in their own little bubble to avoid getting sick.
Yeah.
Like, my mom doesn't hardly get sick at all, because after she's worked, I've been graduated this 15 years plus a few months. So 15 years goes back to senior year. Senior, junior, sophomore, freshman, 8th, 7th, 6th. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 21, between 20 and 21 years, my mom worked at the school. She worked for Head Start, and it's like a low-income preschool. And I swear, Mom has had everything under the book, and now she just doesn't get sick. And if Mom gets sick, like Mom is really sick. It's like, oh, Mom's sick. Oh, okay, Mom is not feeling well. But there's teachers at school that have been there, just as long as that. Like my second grade teacher still works there. So there are teachers when like we'll get an email in the middle of the afternoon. So and so's out sick. So and so's out sick, and you're like, oh, they're out sick. They're really sick because they've had everything under the sun, and you don't expect them to be sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
You got some people that will call out sick just because they got a sneeze.
Right.
And you got some people that won't call out sick unless they're really sick.
Like they're dying. Yeah. I feel like I could take this live stream and pull all the clippets of my yawns and put it to the TikTok. There she goes. There she goes.
You should do it.
Oh my gosh, I might do that on Friday. I don't have the brain capacity to do it right now.
That'd be so funny.
So I'm just gonna lay here with my head back in the quiet.
I would say what's coming up, but you've already said that.
Coming up, there are videos.
Christmas videos.
Christmas. We leave for vacation in the plane flies out in 57 days. 56 days, we check in for the plane. We go to the hotel. It's my last day of work for Christmas. Sam's last day of work for Christmas break. He started his second to last class for the semester. It was supposed to start tonight, but they got an email that the teacher has no power, so it's been moved to tomorrow. He can't teach on a computer without power or internet. So, we're super excited, and we're staying at a new resort for us at Universal. We're staying at Cabana Bay, and we love that 50s theme. Like the soap and shampoo are Zest and VO5. So that's really fun. They've got cars from older movies in front, kind of like they do have at Mel's. So and then I've been finding a lot of like recipes I want to try on Pinterest that like Sam, I can just, even though he didn't say anything, I can just hear him groan. That I want to try. And I just found one a minute ago that was a Premier Protein Shake no-bake cookie. And I want to try it, but it will probably be after the holidays because it calls for some really weird ingredients, like solid coconut oil. And
I'll get some of that.
Great, mail it to me.
Probably just go buy it. It'd be cheaper for you to just go buy it. It's not expensive.
So I'm really excited to try some of those recipes and share them with y'all. And
I think I smudged it somewhere along the way because it's all over my hand. But I don't see where.
I did it through the computer.
Right here is where I'm guessing. Because it looks slightly lighter right there. I need to clean these lashes at some point. They're not wanting to stick very well.
How do you clean them?
A little bit of makeup remover and run your fingers like this over where the magnets are. Very
okay.
gentle.
I was like envisioning like this little mini like washing machine. They like Christy puts her false eyelashes in and just like presses a button and it like spins.
Nope, not that high tech.
How's it high tech? You push a button.
I think I'm done though.
Oh wow. I think it would have taken you less time if you had gotten your mouth the way you wanted it.
Oh yeah, definitely. The mouth is what took the longest. Once I had that done, and it's still not really the way I wanted it. The teeth aren't as big as I'd like.
It looks good. I like it.
Functional.
I like it, and that's all that matters.
All right. Well, thank you for hanging out with me. And
well, yeah, of course, anytime. And like I said, you need like a yawn counter.
Go. You should seriously go get like all flip it together.
I might. Not tonight though.
And I didn't get all the transitions I wanted for one of them, but I did for the other. So I'll have one that has all transitions.
Well, then maybe the one that you don't have all the transitions that you wanted for Venom, maybe you could. Have you done Spider-Man before?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe you could do another Spider-Man look and transition from Venom into Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Because they are alter egos.
Yeah.
See? I saved it. I saved it.
All right. Well, let's end this so I can get some pictures done.
Sounds good. We will see you Friday. We will let you know. Be checking Instagram and my community tab for a time.
Yep.
Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.